What's up, guys? Circle Random here at YouTube.com. You guys know what to do for the channels. Starting a YouTube channel out there. Like, subscribe, press that bell button if you like it. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to make some barley soup some type of barley soup with some onions and stuff. We're going to fry those in a pan over here in just a little bit. So I'm going to cut these up and we're going to put them in the chopper and dice them a little bit. So away we go. I'm doing this so you guys can see what I'm doing. I don't agree. Anyways, I'm going to slice this one. A little bit better than that. These are just white onions that we're going to put in there. But first thing we do, put in the fryer pan first. And then we'll do our quick barley stuff in a little bit. You see this stuff right here. I know you guys can't see my face, but it's because I don't have a rig. I don't have a setup I'd like to have, so I don't have like a little pole or anything, but eventually I will. Alright, got this open. Got this in. I'm gonna do a little bit out of time here. I'll dice these here in just a second. Using my grater over here. Alright, push that to the side there. And I know you guys can see that over there. That's fine. I don't care. Alright. So, basically, it's great. Like that. Push it down. There you go. It's a little loud, I know. But we'll get it. Makes it easier to do this, so. Hurry up and do this so we can get this out of the way. You can do a couple at a time if you want, like that. I'm using my headphones, hopefully you can hear me better. Sorry about that, guys. I lost my video there. My camera disappeared on me totally there. I'm not sure why. If it has a timeout thing on there or not. I don't think it does. I think it's because it wasn't catching me doing any motion on here. So we're going to do some more on here. Get some more of the chopped deli meat in there. Turkey breast to be exact. Alright, and here's the rest of it right here we're going to put in there. Put that down in there. Alright, there's going to be a mess to clean up, so we'll have to clean that. So I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, we're going to continue over here on the stove. I'm going to put the stuff in here in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to heat this up with the fries. Not the fries. Oh my goodness, I can't talk straight today. With the onions I just chopped up and with the turkey deli meat I just chopped up, we're going to put that in the and get it crisp. We'll probably put a little bit of olive oil in here and some tomato paste. And then we're going to get some Santa Fe blend right here. You know it has diced onions already in there, but we're going to add it in there. This has got corn, black beans, red peppers, green peppers, and diced onions. Yeah, this is a steamable bun, but we're just going to put it in here, put it with it. Then we'll put it into with the barley and stuff here in just a little bit. And yeah, I just say we're going to use a little bit of tomato paste in there. It's going to give a little bit of a sweet taste to it, whatever, but it's still going to mix with the, like a soup type thing. I'm only going to use a third of this, so don't need that much of it. Because we'll probably use this for something else tomorrow, something like that. Sorry guys, you can't see my face. So, thanks for watching this. I hope you guys are having a good day so far, a good night. Stay warm. Alright guys, we're going to add a little bit of our olive oil in here, not much. It's extra virgin olive oil by Barley. So you only need just a tiny bit of that. This is in a glass bottle. People like glass bottles, I don't know why. To me, I guess it's probably pressed more than others. So we'll continue with that and we'll be right back. Alright, as you guys can see, you got that olive oil in there. We're going to put our stuff in here in just a moment. Kind of get a little covered and coated in there. Alright, see you in just a second. Alright guys, we got our Deli sliced, thin sliced turkey here, which is already sliced in little thin slices, 10 ounces. Then we got our onions in here. We're gonna put this right here. All right, and then it goes. All this stuff out. And then we're going to add our vegetables. Sorry for a bit of down so low, just because I don't have a proper setup for anything for this. So be back in just a second. We're going to put our vegetables in there too. Alright guys, we got this going in here, and I got the vegetables, the steamed vegetables in the microwave, and we're gonna put them in here, and then mix that all together. Like I said, I'm making like a barley type soup here. So it's going to be this, it's going to have some meat. So you guys can see what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm sorry for the setup, because it's a pain in the butt here. So once I get a setup for the videos, they'll come out a bit better. I see there's another wildfire out there in Los Angeles County there. That's so sad, man. And we got here on the East Coast and the West, we got snow and already blasting. On the West Coast, we got fires. I don't know what's going on. You know, I'm sure there's some of the snow over to them a little bit and help them out some. So we got that in here going. It smells pretty good. If you had smell-o-vision, this would be great. I know I'm hunched over here like an old man. Well, yeah, I'm old. I'll be 50 next month. Half a century old. Or did I say 50 decades? I don't know which sounds worse. I know you see my guys with the headphones on. It's just because I think it's bringing my voice out a little bit clearer sometimes. So, I did use extra virgin olive oil in here. So, I think that gives a nice added flavor to it a little bit. It smells pretty good right now, so we're going to let this set for a minute and we'll be right back in just a second. Yeah, right now I'm just cooking this on temperature of 7, so medium-high heat here on this old stove here. Up back this way. I know, there we go. I'll go like this, I guess. It's okay like this, but like I said, I'm going to get some earbuds, that way I can just do it looking that way, and you guys can maybe back up and see. So either way, I'm going to have to back up, I guess. So guys, pretty soon as we're both here right night, it's going to be interesting. In New Orleans, everything's going to be safe down there. What was it in Mississippi? Just recently, they got 14 inches of snow, or all the way from Tallahassee to Massachusetts or whatever, a lot of snow. I know people in Florida, they're like, what is this stuff? And they know what it is, but they probably really ever driving it. Maybe some people are down there on the road, but not everybody. Alright guys, the vegetables are going to be done here in just a moment, so I'm going to put them in here shortly and add them in here. Like I said, I'm also adding some tomato paste in here. It's going to give a little bit of a sweet flavor to the vegetables and everything like this, along with the onions. Alrighty, we're back. So we're going to add some of this in here, tomato paste. We really don't need that much of it, so it's going to go around. So that's probably pretty good right there. Get it out of there. There we go. Come on, there we go. I'm going to use a metal spoon and just kind of let it melt in there, mix it around a little bit. Alright, the vegetables are done in the background there. I hear the microwave going. So we're going to mix that in there first. Put that tomato paste all nice and mixed around in there. It's going to take a second, but we'll get it. It really does smell good if you guys guys can smell this. Smell of it, it'd be really good. You guys have a nice sweet smell with a little bit of a tomato smell to it. Not too bad, but more of an onion than anything. There you go. Now we're starting to get somewhere with it, as you guys can see. Alright, I'll go grab the vegetables. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we got the vegetables right here. We're going to add them in right here. There we go. I'll show you here for just a second. Alright, there's the vegetables. We'll mix that around in there. Make them heat up a little bit. And we're just going to turn these down low. Like I said, in the vegetables, there's corn, black beans, red peppers, onions. I believe there are some green peppers in there, and diced onions, along with the other diced onions I already did, which is fine. So, there you go, that's with the tomato paste and stuff in there, all that good stuff. Alright guys, we're not going to add anything to this because it's got plenty of flavor in there already. The tomato paste has got the onions and more onions and corns and black beans and everything else in there. So it's kind of a nice little sweet taste to it. Like I said, I'm going to make a soup out of this, so it's going to make a little bit different. It's going to make a barley vegetable soup. And we're going to flavor the barley vegetable soup with some other ingredients. Maybe some garlic powder, onion powder. I know with extra stuff, but we'll make like a soup base type thing. That's what we're going to do. Alright guys, we've got our water here that we're going to boil up. It only says four cups of water for the full box, so see how it's going to go. Then we're going to mix the vegetables in the syrup, and it's supposed to make a soup, so we're going to see how this works. We're going to see how this works out. We don't know, so we're going to add a basil leaf in here and some garlic and some onion powder. So that should give us some nice flavor to it. If you want to, you can also use like a ham base or beef bouillons in there also. You can use get a whole tomato, cut it in quarters and stuff, put it in there. Don't drain the water or anything, just put it in there with it. Alright guys, I'll be back here shortly. Oh guys, and also, if you use the chopper and stuff, for what you guys, I'm sure some of you have, and get all that stuff in the middle of there, kind of take something like this to get it out and just scrape it, go down each way, that way, back and forth. I know it's a time consuming, but hey, you gotta get it out, right? If you have a sprayer on your faucet, that's good too. Spray it out into the sink there if you have a garbage disposal, or have a drain catcher to catch it in if you don't have a garbage disposal. So just take one of these things right here and use it. It'll work just fine. Or a toothpick, whatever you have, or a knife, I guess, but be careful. I forgot one more thing. To this, guys. It's a can of butter beans, seasoned butter beans. Margaret Holmes, homemade, made easy. So we're gonna put these in here with the other stuff. I know a lot of people don't like butter beans, but I'm gonna put some in there. It's not that much. We're gonna mix that up in there, and then the rest we'll put into this soup here, and we'll see how it comes out. We got our water. Got our water going here. Looks like it's starting to boil, so we'll get it going here. Oh, sorry, I got to skin on my fingers and stuff. That's okay. All right, be right back. Also, guys, I'm gonna add some cheese in here with this. You can see the pan or not. There we go. Like I said, sorry about before the setup here. It's just a pain in the butt to do until I get my own little stick thing to hold this camera thing. I have a, okay, what do you call it? I can't even think of the name, but anyways, it holds the phone and everything, and it's a remote control to use it. But anyways, put some cheese in there, and we'll let that spread around in there, and so forth. Well, guys, I add a little bit more water to this because I don't want to be like a chili. I want to be more of a soup, so a little bit more less dense. So we'll see how it turns out. Like I said, I put cheese in here. I put some large butter beans in here that's seasoned. Some people don't like butter beans because of the texture of the flavor of them, but I like them. I like any kind of beans, really, to be honest. It doesn't bother to me. They're French beans, green beans, or kidney beans, pinto beans, lentil beans. I'll probably make one day I'll make like a split pea soup here in a few days, hopefully. I'm probably gonna add some milk to this, just a little bit. So we're gonna do that because it's gonna give a little bit of a flavor to it. It's gonna give it more of a kind of not a real dense flavor, not dense, but more of a, how do you say it, a creamier flavor, I guess you could say. So that's what we're going to do here in just a moment. Alright guys, we're going to use some of this 2% reduced fat milk. I'm not going to measure, we're just going to put a little bit in there. Not a little bit, maybe a cup or so. No, 2 cups. About like so, like that. That should be about right. And we're going to let that heat up. And remember what I always say in my other videos, because if you use milk, milk is very low heat and it's going to be volatile, so it's going to bubble up very quickly if you have it too high. So don't let it bubble up too high, and like where I've done in the past, and it's made a mess all over the stove. So be careful when you do that, guys. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to add some dry basil in there while this is starting to heat up a little bit. We're not going to put the barley in there just yet, but we're going to put the basil in there. About half a teaspoon, maybe 1 teaspoon. A little bit more than that, actually. You remember, these flakes are very small, so. With that, okay, that's pretty good, I say. So we'll let that go in there, and just let it season around in there while it's still trying to heat up some. And that way it flavors the milk and the water that's in there, and so forth and so on. Alright, so we're going to also put some basil leaf in there. It's already crushed up for us, so if you have a basil leaf, just a full basil leaf crushed up in there, put it in there. Don't try to the whole basil leaf whole, because you'll choke. Or for some reason, there's some reason why, I can't remember what it is, because it's texture or something like that. But anyways, there's some basil leaf. We're going to do about the same as we did with the what did I call it? Oh my god. But anyways, I'm gonna put the leaf basil in here. And that's about all you need right there, really. It's probably a little bit more than we need, actually. Well, the last one I just did is a beef basil, and the other one's a leaf basil. So even though they're both crushed, it's probably different companies. But anyways, we're gonna put some garlic powder in there. So I'll probably put too much, a little bit of basil in here, but it'll mix up with all the soup in here. So we're gonna put a little bit of some garlic powder in here, not too much. All right, that's good. Garlic has a very good pungent smell to it, and it's very intense, and has very intense flavor to it. So you don't want to use too much of it. All right, I turned the heat up a little bit on this. I didn't realize I had that low, so we're going to kind of stir this around in here a little bit. And just let the seasonings mix together with the milk and stuff. And then also we're going to add one more thing. We're going to add some celery salt here. Not too much of that. Now it seems like a lot, but it's really not as much as you think. And there we go. So we got the celery salt in there. Celery salt. Are you guys ready for spring? Spring is in about 60 or 59 more days or something like that. I don't know. Whatever they say. You know, they always put that up on all the Facebook things like that. That's crazy. It's funny. It cracks me up. Only 61 more days until spring. Well, we're not even through winter yet, so let's wait before we get to spring, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen. No, spring may come early. What's that? April showers bring May flowers, right? So we'll wait about that. All right, guys, we're gonna put our barley in there. This is it cooks in 10 minutes because this is quick barley. So, like I said, I just put in some celery salt. Put in some bay leaf. Probably a little too much, not onion powder, but garlic powder and so forth. So we're gonna put that in there and let that go in there for a minute. It says the cover for it says 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, or until tender, remove from heat. That's down for 5 minutes or so. So it says stir barley in fresh boiling water. Store in the refrigerator for up to 1 week. All right, we're gonna stir that. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to stand right here by it because I don't want this. Because this milk, like I said, milk is low, it's at low temperatures. And slowly pasture it, whatever, and slowly pasture it. pasteurized, and enzymes and all that good stuff. So we're just going to stir that in there for a little bit, and we'll be back shortly. Oh yeah, sorry I can't see my face like right. So you see my face a little bit reddish complexion and stuff. I know it's from a Norwegian background or whatever. You know, I don't know if you guys ever did those DNA tests. I did one for 23andMe and stuff. I don't know how accurate it is or whatever, but it says I'm about 38% Norwegian. So, it's traced to Vikings, who knows? There's different people that say there's no records left or things like that. It's hard to say. But there are geneticists that, you know, they can tell you. They're smart people. Some people don't believe, like, and then the people, you know, they try to razz you. Like I'm on this one group or whatever. I won't say the name of the group is, but I say, oh, how do you know you're part of the Vikings or whatever? And I said, in this group. And they say, well, in this group, we believe you should be 100% Norwegian. But that's not what it's called. It's called Norwegian heritage, period. So, it's a pretty nice group for all I want. And of course, you got your little one people in there just trying to get a rise out of you. All I do to those people, I just block them. Just ignore them. They're just seeing what they can get out of you because it makes them feel good. To me, they're just being narcissists. So if you guys wonder what barley is, I have my phone up here to show me. Basically, barley is a grain like wheat that looks like wheat, but a hulled grain with gluten, but is not wheat. What is hulled grain? Or it's supposed to be hull grain, but so these are grains that have an outer covering called the hull. Example is patty rice, which has to be milled to expose the edible grain. Okay, so it's a grain basically, kind of. It's a grain like wheat. So that's where it comes from. It comes from a wheat. And then they gotta hulled it, H-U-L-L-E-D. Hulled? I don't know how to pronounce that right, but anyways, that's what it is, in case you're wondering what the barley is. So basically, it's got, I guess you would say, like a shell from a, it's like, I guess you compare it to like a sunflower seed, where you have to take the shell out the seed itself, the shell, outer shell. So that's one way to look at it. It's starting to get softer here a little bit, so we're going. This is going to be a long video, unfortunately, so if you guys want to skip through it, I understand. But this was taking a while to do. Because my video stopped a few times, unfortunately. And I don't usually edit my videos because, you know, there's no reason to really edit your videos when you show up early, isn't it? I just, you know, I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real to life. Real life as possible. Sometimes I'll edit my videos like this. I'm gonna go use a U-cut for the beginning and ending because I gotta figure out how to use the YouTube Creator Studio, how to stop and put extra stuff on it when I stop and record, because I only just load up one thing at a time. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I'm not tech savvy. I can do some things, but not that much. So I'm just gonna use U-cut on this. Put everything on there. So, anyways, we're gonna stir this up. Be right back, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right. After you do this, it's supposed to look for 10 to 12 minutes. It says to cover it and let reduce the heat, I believe. Let me see what it says on the box here, just so I know I'm following the right directions. Cover, reduce heat, and simmer for 10 to 12 minutes or until tender. Remove from heat, let it stand for 5 minutes. And you need to store this in the refrigerator for up to a week. So store it to a week, but make sure you eat it within. If you have it in for a week, so make sure you start to eat it. So far that's what it looks like. If you guys can see that or not. I don't know if you can or not. So right now I'm just stirring it up here. Like I said, this is going to be a long video, so it might be longer than you really want to watch. But I hope you do. You guys know what to do on all YouTube channels. It's easy. Press that little magic button. You know what I'm talking about. Alright. So I'm going to stir this some more, and we'll be right back. And I'm going to reduce the heat on here and let it simmer. I just want to say one more thing. I don't know if you guys ever watch a gentleman named Camper Van Kevin. He's pretty cool. A nomad guy. Very straight down to earth. Tells you like it is. So he's doing good now. So appreciate what he does. So, he has great videos. Go check out his go check him out, Camper Van Kevin. And see how he does. And then for the person I like to watch, I watch for cooking and stuff. She does some crazy neat things. Her name is Emmy Made. So her name is Emmy. So Emmy Made is her name. EMMYW or MADE, I guess. That's how you pronounce it. But Emmy Made. So pretty cool. Then there's also Nomadic Fanatic. I watch him too, and so on. Doing pretty good, and so forth. And then for those, I know there's people out there that try to strive off of other people's YouTube channels by making fun of them. Oh, they did this wrong, they did that wrong. Oh, they illegally did this. They're just trying to get a rise out of other people. Yeah, does it work for them? Yeah, it works for all. No. To me, that's just being harassing to people and it's not being mean, it's just being, it's because they have nothing else better to do. So that's what they do. They figure out how they can make money off that way. You know, to me, that's kind of harassing. I just ignore those people, you know. No, don't let them get to you. For those that have great YouTube channels and have lots of subscribers, just ignore those comments. Just scroll on past them. They're just trying to get a rise out and see how you react to them, because they're going to comment back to you and you're going to come back to them. Just ignore them. You know, you can block them also, I believe, somehow. You know, turn off those comments from this channel or so on. That's all you got to do. Like I said, they're just trying to get a rise out of you. Yeah, is it human nature? Yeah, it's human nature. People trying to attack each other, but we don't need to do this in this time and age nowadays. Just be yourself. Stay to yourself and be true to yourself. That's all you gotta do. People just get along to be just fine. But no, we don't do that. That's not how we're built, unfortunately. So we can go from 0 to 60 quickly. Some people just snap, unfortunately. And hopefully that never happens to other YouTube channels. You know, people just all of a sudden get mad at another YouTube channel and then decide to go find out where they're at. That's just being stupid. So everybody on here, if you have YouTube channels, you know, just be yourself. Stay true to your niche or whatever, or however you're going to do your niche, however you want to do it. That's all you got to do. Sounds hard, but yeah, it can be. But just try your best. Just ignore it. Just focus on yourself and what you want to do with your YouTube channel. That's all you got to do. Pretty simple. Alright guys, we moved it over, we're going to let it simmer now. There it is, starting to soak up the water and stuff in there. Alright, then what we're going to do, we're going to mix that with this in just a little bit. Well guys, here comes the big moment. I'm going to pour this in here with the barley. There's all the vegetables and stuff in it. So hopefully we can get it all in there. I want to scrape it in there a little bit. Maybe some of that in there real quick. No, it's supposed to be a non-stick. This is supposed to be a non-stick pan, but yeah, right. There you go. Alright, we're gonna put this over in the sink in there in just a moment. I'll mix this together here in just a second. Well, first let me show you so you can see a little bit. And then I just made a little bit of mess on there. That's okay. We're going to stir it up here. We're going to stir it up here in just a moment. Well guys, it's all done finally. Like I said, this is going to be a very long video. You guys probably didn't hear me. So this is going to be a very long video, guys. So sorry about that, because I took time to do everything, especially the vegetable stuff. I was just doing step by step, just going slowly. But here's a look at it real quick. It is kind of thick, but I didn't want that thick, but that's all right. It's still like a soup. As you can see, it's fairly thick. I'll pour some here into a small bowl and show you. All right, guys, here we go. So there's the vegetable with deli turkey meat in there with onions, green pepper, celery salt, onion powder, garlic powder, basil leaf, and all that good stuff. Black beans. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, so I'll just do it this way, I guess. Sorry about that. There you go. There it is. Alright guys, thank you for watching. This is Hearty at Random. Like I said, you guys know what to do. Have a great night. Alright guys, forgot I had one more thing here. Gotta taste test it, right? So we'll taste test it here. See how it tastes. Make sure it's cooled off enough. It's pretty good. Not bad. Tastes like a soup. There's my thumb right there. I know we always try to figure out where do you look at it. Can you look over here? Where my eyes over here? Where my eyes going, right? So, but you just try to look straight ahead. So, look where you can. All right, guys. Have a great night. Or come at random.